Hey, it's Kent Jones with Jones and Associates PC in Cleveland. We're just hanging around the office today doing some appellate paperwork. No, we're not dressed to go to court, but there was a topic that came up I think that needs to be addressed, and it needs to be addressed right now. And that topic I wrote a post on yesterday is Uber safety. A lot of people probably don't know the ins and outs of Uber because you hadn't had a need to, have transportation to or from somewhere in a long time. But yesterday I wrote the post, and today I was watching the latest Chad Prather video. I'm a fan of his, and it came up on his show as well. What happened was a girl, I believe it was California, I think he identified her name as Samantha, called for an Uber ride. Well, you really don't call Uber. You have an app on your phone, and you press the app, and you request a ride. Well, a car shows up, and she gets in the back of the car, and he takes her off into a remote location and murders her. So, does that mean Uber's not safe? No, it doesn't. It means you need to understand the rules of Uber. In the taxi cab industry, very heavily regulated. Problem is that taxis are also very, very expensive, and Uber is a much more sleek operation. Your credit card or debit card is already in there. It's paid for when you order the ride. There's no exchange of cash, and you know what you're paying, and you get to your destination, and it shows up on your computer screen, your receipt, and it's a smooth process in most cases. Now, what do you look for when you're going to take Uber? Well, you got the app on your phone. You got your credit or debit card loaded, and you punch in, where you are, where you're going, and it says finding a ride. Sometimes it takes, usually in my experience, between 3 to 8 minutes for the driver to get to your location. Important thing to know is that the Uber driver knows your name. The Uber driver knows who you are, and you know the vehicle and the color of the vehicle that the Uber driver is going to be driving, and you also know the Uber driver's name. So, what else? On the lower right hand corner of the windshield, you should see a sticker that says Uber. Sometimes they don't put them on there. It's true. Most of the time they should have them on there, and it's a good sign to look for. Know the color of the car, know the car, and the driver's name. Look for the Uber sticker. These days, a lot of the drivers are also driving Lyft, so if they have an hour of downtime on Uber, they may have some Lyft calls come in, so they'll have a Lyft sticker, and they'll do some Lyft rides. About the same thing. But most importantly, what can you do to protect yourself? Well, when the Uber driver shows up, you get a kind of a beep on your phone. It says, they've arrived or they're arriving soon. And it's a big thing because you get kind of a 2-minute window before you get charged if you don't take the ride. So open the door, make sure it's the right car, and ask the driver, "What's my name?" If the driver doesn't tell you what your name is, get out. Driver needs to know what your name is, and if the driver can tell you what your name is, then you know it's a legitimate Uber ride. That's about all I can say on it right now. It's terrible. There have been stories. This is the latest one. I read stories a couple of years ago when I first took my first Uber ride of a few murders. I think they were around the Atlanta, Georgia area. So follow the rules, be safe, and hope everybody has a great day. You got any questions, give us a call, 423-424-6208. Email is jonesandassociatespc@gmail.com. Take care.